He
He
could
could
only have
only
gotten that
have
idea
gotten
from
that
Benjamin
idea
Netanyahu.
from Benjamin Netanyahu. I never quite know how to like start these things off. I always feel kind of like awkward in the beginning, and like even leading up to recording I always feel kind of like just like a little bit icky, but you know, I guess I'll like get used to it as I go, I guess. But hello, hi, welcome into today's video. As you probably noticed, we have a bit of a setup change. I was going to go to the place I usually film at, but I ain't doing all that. We in a heat wave, babe. It is hot as a fuck outside. Like, I walked like maybe 3 minutes to get to where I'm recording from right now. Dude, it is hot as freak out there. I can't I can't be doing all that. For this video today, we're going to be going over some advice submissions, anonymous advice submissions from people at my college. For a lot of these advice submissions, I went to Fizz to get them, and if you're wondering what Fizz is and you're not in college, basically it's this like anonymous posting app where people can like go to ask for like advice, or you could go to get info about like parties, the drama, all that bullshit. So that's essentially what Fizz is. Yik Yak's kind of like the big one that a lot of colleges use, but Fizz is like the less known one. It's like the chaotic little brother of Yik Yak, so it's more so like a lot of people are more unfiltered over there. It's a lot of it's quite ratchet over there, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I get like a Fizz notification, it activates my fight or flight a little bit. So that is where I went to get these advice submissions. Oh god, I'm so scared because I only like briefly looked over some of these like weeks ago when I first got the idea to film this, and so I'm kind of a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of the submissions here on my laptop in front of me, so we're gonna be going over them, you know, giving our wise words of wisdom, giving our opinions, because as you know, I am a bastion and a fountain of hidden knowledge. And in case you're doubting my credibility on giving college advice, I'm literally about to be in my 3rd year. Fuck is he talking about? Yeah, no, let's just get right into it. It's still hot as fuck in here. Holy shit. They don't have any AC? Holy man, I'm about to die before I finish recording this. Oh my god, I could just feel like my skin like glistening. This is bad. I need the rain to come immediately. I'm so sick of the heat. I can't handle it. Alright, let's get into this. Wait. I need one more thing before I start. Yo, you already know. You already know I need my spoon. Today I ain't got the stick, but you know I had to bring out the spoon for this one because it's about to get real serious. So let's get into the first submission. I'm kind of excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I forgot about the lot of like the stuff that I put in here, so this should be very, very interesting, and I can't wait for it to jog my memory a bit. So let's get into the first one, and that is it weird to post on Instagram notes? I would say it more so depends on what you're posting, you know. If you're like if you're one of those people who's posting like, oh, this is my last day, should have given me another chance, oh, I'm deleting my socials, like genuinely I feel like Instagram notes is a very schizophrenic place for you to be, you know what I mean? Like, Instagram notes feels like the last straw for a lot of people. Like, if you post songs on there every once in a while, like, that's chill. I sometimes do that, but if you're going on there daily, indirectly but also directly talking about some people, talking about drama, if you're just being messy on Instagram notes, then honestly you're kind of a lame, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're normal posting on Instagram notes and you're just like chill type of vibes, if you're talking about your day, then yeah, no, go ahead, post on Instagram notes, who cares? Be fun, be to be cringe, just to be free within limits. Within your fucking limits, all right? Okay. Alright, starting off pretty chill, honestly. I expected the first one to be like a lot worse, so I am scared for what I put in here, because I know me, and I know I put some bullshit up in this bitch. So let's just get into this next one. The second advice submission that I got was I don't want to read this anymore. I want to stop. This is disgusting. Okay, so the second one says how do I say? If I finish in a girl, do I have to take plan B or does she have to? Don't fucking piss me off. Don't make me mad. Do not. I'm already hot. I'm like, it's sweaty. I'm sweaty in this room. It's really hot. There's no AC. I'm already irritated. I'm annoyed, and you're annoying me more. And you know the submission came from a man too. I'm sick. I don't want to do this anymore, but you know what? I'm not going to award this one with a response, so we're just gonna move right on to the next one. I can't do it. Okay, the next submission says, okay, this one's kind of long. Is it okay to date 4 people at the same time? I'm not dating any of them officially yet. I just want to explore my options and see the best one. Right, okay. So, what you're doing kind of is you're not dating 4 people. You have 4 situationships running simultaneously. And what I okay, people like this who like talk to multiple people at once. I don't know how they do it genuinely. I get exhausted just like talking to one person. I don't know how these situationship warriors operate, but it's just like I don't. I would say, I mean, if you plan on dating one of them officially at some point, then I guess technically what you're doing isn't wrong because you're not. The way you phrased it is you're not dating 4 people. You have 4 situationships running at the same time, and that in and of itself is not wrong. If you were actually dating these 4 people at the same time, I would say that's pretty bad. But if you're just like looking at your options, trying to explore, trying to figure out which is the best one for you, first of all, this is not Love Island. Fuck you, mean explore. But I would say what you're doing isn't wrong in and of itself. Obviously, you don't really owe these people anything at this point, so you're kind of in the clear in my book. But 4 is a bit crazy. 4, we're getting into some crazy territory. I feel like if you're talking to like 2 people at once, I mean, I guess that's fine. 3 is kind of insane. And then once you start getting into like 4 or 5s and the 6 and the 7s, that's where things can maybe start to get a little bit messy. And it would be worse if like the 4 people like found out about each other too. Like, did you consider that? Did you consider what would happen if these 4 people somehow cross paths with each other? Because I mean, it can happen. Like, there's a non-zero chance that it could happen. So I mean, like, I would say tread lightly, but inherently, no, what you're doing is not wrong. So, all right, that's my verdict. But we're gonna move on to this next one. Okay, this next submission says, feeling like my friend only wants to hang out with me when her first option says no. What should I do? So, in this kind of situation where you're kind of feeling like the second choice, I feel like you should definitely have a talk with this person if you're feeling this way, because these kinds of emotions, they can lead you to a lot of like negative places. It's not good for you to hold that kind of thing in. So I would say talk to this person if you are feeling this way, and then maybe there's a chance you guys can like talk things out. But if you're feeling like, all right, I've hit a brick wall with this person, there's literally nothing I can do, I would say just like, it's okay for you to dump them. It's literally fine. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's college. You're literally gonna meet new people every like 5 seconds. So I feel like you'll be okay. But I would say have a chat with that person, and then afterwards, if nothing changes, then you're good to leave them completely in the dust. But that's my opinion. I don't know. Am I crazy for that? Is that crazy? Y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, no, we're gonna move right along to the next one. I feel good about this. I feel like I'm giving a lot of like really solid opinions. I feel like this next one says, good ways to ask her to be my girlfriend? Question mark. You could have phrased the the freaking grammar of that question a lot better, but we move. I was thinking paint and sip, Give me more suggestions, please. Oh, okay. I would say that paint and sip is a really cute idea. I would say maybe take her on like a walk in the park, you know. It's nice, it's romantic, and when you guys finally get to your little destination, you have a little picnic set up. Y'all can sit down, y'all can chat, y'all can snack, and then you can ask her to be your girlfriend. But this is really cute. Oh, wait, not you planning a paint and sip, period. Oh my god. You know what? I hope things end up working out well for you guys. I hope you guys do really well in the long term. Because I personally love seeing happy couples. A lot of the times I don't, but I love seeing happy couples in the long run, especially like in this current dating climate we're in. Like, it's so difficult to find a normal, sane individual to like be with. So I feel like if you've really found your person and you're willing to do all this for them, even though I mean some people would argue this is the bare minimum. And this is the whole like, okay, the bare minimum princess treatment debate. We need to put it to rest. We need to stop. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of princess treatment versus bare minimum. I'm tired of 20v1s. I'm sick. I'm sick of this whole generation. Just nuke the whole thing. We're done. But back to your question. I feel like a paint and sip is a really good idea. It's really cute, really simple. It's not doing too much, it's not doing too little at the same time, so I feel like definitely go with that. But if you want my suggestion, I would say go to the park. Go to the park, have a little picnic, have a little chat, and then like, wait, it would be so cute if you got like promise rings together. I love promise rings. Oh my god, they're so cute. But yeah, no, you're paint and sip, you're definitely on the right track. But yeah, it's real cute. I hope for the best for you too. Yeah. It's so cute. Wait, it has me like jumping up and down and everything. That's adorable, man. I love that shit. Alrighty, this next one says, oh, is anyone else having serious problems with their pee color? I don't damn, you really got me. I would say you probably have a UTI, most likely. Wait, what do you mean by color? Hold on. Is it like pink, purple, blue, red, orange? Like, what's the situation here? You're saying problems with your pee color. If it's just like a really dark yellow, then you probably aren't drinking enough water and you need to get on that. But if it's a more serious issue, like you're seeing blood in your pee, then either you're on your period or you probably have a UTI. I'm not gonna lie to you. And damn, sucks to suck, but like you gotta get that fixed, babe. But that ew. Sorry, wait. Just thinking about like purple pee. Nasty. Ew. Ew. I don't think about it anymore. We're gonna move on to the next one. I'm done. I'm done. Okie dokie. This next one says, is it weird that my girlfriend sometimes pretends my pocket rocket is a gear shift lever on a manual car when we're laying in bed? I would say there's really not a problem with this. I would say that she's just trying to strengthen your bond in your relationship, and I really do feel like her using your wee wee as a lever is more so her appreciating your trust in her, and she's showing you that it is okay for you to be vulnerable with her, and she's just trying to strengthen y'all's bond at the end of the day. And so I feel like, no, there's nothing weird about that. If anything, you're weird for questioning her doing it, because why would you ever question a woman? Yeah, that's my verdict. Wait, sorry, I just like I pictured it in my mind, and that's just like a weird, well, it is kind of weird, but like in a cute way. So yeah, let her keep doing it, and if you don't let her keep doing it, then you suck and you're awful and you should die. Yeah, explode him. But that okay, this next one says, guys, I think my man is gay. What do I do? Y'all, I'm sick. I'm tired, man. What do you? Okay, so first, I'm gonna need a bit more elaboration from you, right? So what do you mean you think your man is gay? Are there any signs? Is he more flamboyant? Is he a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race? Mind you, those things alone do not make you gay. But together, all of these things can really just like swirl together and form like an image of homosexuality. Have you ever seen him kiss a man? Has he ever told you that he wants to kiss a man? Has he ever told you that he wished you were a dude? I mean, I would say it's weird to like assume somebody's sexuality, even if you're like really close with them. But I would say definitely have a talk with your man, right? You gotta make sure that everything's good between you two. And if you think that he is gay, then I'd say you support him. Don't like shun him, don't make him feel weird. But it's like, yeah, no, I don't, I don't know. Also, why would you date a man if you thought he was gay? Like, I get liking pretty men. I personally like a pretty man, but it's like, I wouldn't date a man if I thought he was gay. You know? But people are weird at the end of the day. People gonna do what they gonna do. It's alright, but we're gonna move right along to this next one. I have like a feeling that one of them is really bad. I can like feel it in my soul, like something's brewing over here, and I'm really scared. But we're gonna move right on ahead to this next one. Good lordy lord, I'm scared. Alright, this next one says, how do you get out of a conversation with a person who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up? Now, I have actually been in this situation quite a few times, actually. I think if you ever end up in a conversation with someone who doesn't know how to shut up, I would say a good tactic to get out of this one, checking your watch. Usually you can say like, oh, look at the time, I gotta go. Or you could just be more confrontational with this person and tell them, yo, shut the actual fuck up. I have somewhere to be. I gotta go. I don't want to be in this conversation. Which there's nice ways to be confrontational with someone like this, and then you can also be really mean about it. I will judge you depending on how you choose to handle a situation. If you really don't want to be in that situation, then say something. Fuck. Like, I feel like me personally, I've kind of more so in my later unk years become someone who, like, I'm not gonna be in a situation if I don't want to be in it. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, hey, shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But that might be a little mean, but it is what it is at the end of the day. If their feelings get hurt, it's like, sorry, you're a bit of a yapper. Like, we all got lives. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, that's my verdict on that situation. I do feel your pain. I have been in this multiple times, but you know, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out at the end of the day. Okay, this next one says, as a straight man, am I allowed to go to brunch? It depends on your aura as you're coming into the brunch, you know what I mean? Like, what is your energy approaching this brunch session? Are you here to be evil? Are you here to be like more so good? What are you here to accomplish with this brunch session? So I feel like, yes, as a straight man, you are allowed to go to brunch, but it's like, what's your energy going into the brunch? You know, we can't have any like negative typo aura in this brunch sesh. I haven't been to brunch in such a hot minute. Oh my god, I miss brunch. Ugh, I want to go back. I want to go back. But yeah, no, straight men, go to brunch if you want, but I'm watching you. I'm watching your aura. Okay, this next one says, oh, this one's kind of long. I have a guy friend who recently I've been crushing on. How recently is recently? Anyway, but we are friends, and he has many girlfriends. Should I tell him or keep it to myself? Okay, so there's a space between the girl and the friends and girlfriends. So I'm assuming you just mean like platonic girl besties. So I'm assuming that you. Okay, right. I'm trying to like really get a grasp on the situation because it's like, how recently is recently? Because it's been like, if it's been like a couple days, I wouldn't say I risk the friendship for like a crush that's lasted a few days. It could very well disappear tomorrow and like you wouldn't care anymore. But I feel like if you have been crushing on him for a long time, then I feel like tell him. If you crush on anyone for a really long time, then I feel like tell them. But I mean, I would say keep it to yourself for a little bit longer, you know, see how you're feeling about it. If you really feel like you have a crush on this dude, then definitely tell him. But if you feel like maybe you don't have a crush on him after a while, then it would be weird if you told him because you'd be ruining the friendship and putting the whole thing at risk. So I feel like don't tell him. That's just me. Wait a little bit, see how you feel, but yeah, that's that's my verdict on the situation as someone who, well, I don't really get crushes on my friends, so I don't know. Is it weird? I've like never had a crush on a friend before, because if I'm like friends with somebody, then they're just my friend and that's it, and I'm not feeling any other like type of way about them. It's like very rare that I'll like have a crush on a friend, but I don't know. Y'all can tell me in the comments if you ever felt that way. I personally am not familiar with that feeling, but Y'all got that. Y'all the real warriors. I don't. Okay, this next one is also kind of a long one. It says, we're dating, but she always brings up other guys she's gotten with and says she misses them. Should I be concerned? Considering breaking up with her. First of all, I love how this is like phrased as like a corporate email. That's kind of funny to me, but how long have you guys been dating? I'm assuming if she brings up other men, then maybe you're not performing in the way that you should be. And in that case, maybe you guys aren't a good match for each other. And in which case, I would say probably break up with her. I'm not gonna lie, because if I were with somebody and they were constantly bringing up other people that they were with, Tom Balsam, you miss them. Alright, fine, go back to them then. I'm not stopping you. Because you know for a damn fact, I'm not. The door is wide open, by the way. You can, like, totally leave if you want. No one's forcing you to stay here. Because why are you staying with me if you're not happy with me? Yeah, people like this piss me off. Oh my god. Because why would you do this? Why would you put someone through that? Because if you miss the people you've been with previously, that's fine. But like, don't make that somebody else's problem. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say definitely break up with her. She's not the one for you, and I hope that afterwards you do find the one for you. So yeah, no, that's God, this one's kind of sad. Aw. Oh. No, that's me, sorry. Okay, I have to try and like speed through this one because my camera is like about to die. Girlies, I have a dilemma. I found the perfect man, absolute husband material, but I'm still in love with my ex, over in love with my ex. I need advice ASAP. Long and short, dump that man. Hello, why are you still with someone if you're still in love with somebody else? And oh my god, people like that fucking piss me off. Because again, we just addressed this with the last one. Why are you still with somebody if you are still in love with somebody else or have feelings for another person? Why are you with that person? Just break up. God. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that one. I gotta start moving kind of quick. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this next one says, y'all, what do I do if my type is gay men and as a straight girl? Lavender marriage? Wait, hold on, let me read that again. Y'all, what do I do if my type is gay men and I'm straight? Lavender marriage? I feel like if you want the proximity to a gay man, sure, but that's kind of weird. You need to examine your, biases, maybe. You also may need to examine in yourself why you feel this way. Why do you feel so attracted to gay men, even though you know that they will never love you as you are, because you are not their type, to say the least. But do you feel as though you're craving this kind of connection from someone who will never feel that way about you because you within yourself maybe don't feel like you're worthy of love, so you seek it out from people you know they're not going to give it to you because that's the only way you know how to operate? I realize I'm reading far too much into this, but I would say lavender marriage is probably your only option, babe. I don't know what else to tell you. God, this one's ridiculous. No. Alright, this next one's a little disgusting. If I made a girl arrive off of head, isn't she supposed to be crazy about me? How did I end up getting ghosted? See, sometimes when this is maybe like a situational thing, but if you felt like after you made her explode off of just the movements of your mouth muscle and you felt like entitled to be with her, maybe you need to examine in yourself why that happened. And if she did ghost you, it was like, did you guys talk about it? Did you think you were gonna be like more than just a one-time thing, or have you guys like slept with each other before? I don't know. I need more context for this one, but I mean, I feel like, okay, the phrasing of "isn't she supposed to be crazy about me" does kind of indicate to me that maybe you felt a bit entitled towards her because you made her combust, let's say, from your tongue movements. But I would say, yeah, probably that little phrase alone kind of sends some red flags to me. So maybe she ran away from you because she had to. Maybe she sent some bad vibes from you, bro. I don't know, but yeah, that's like this one makes me feel icky. I'm moving on. Okay, we're at the last submission finally. And this one, I'm just gonna describe this one to you guys because it has like the name of my school in it, and I'm not dropping that information just yet. So basically, it says, would I get made fun of if I started wearing this around XYZ school? Just want to be my true self, and it's a picture of a furry. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, but I feel like express yourself. Yes, do it, but expect to get judgment and expect to get haters from doing this. But I feel like the haters will only motivate you to want to be yourself more. Or they might make you want a Hannah Baker. I don't know. I don't know quite yet, but I feel like honestly, if I saw this walking around campus, I'd be like, period, okay, bitch, slay. It's a bit too hot to be wearing that outside, but alright. I know some of those things have like, I don't know, kind of like AC units on the inside of them to keep them warm. That's crazy. And that's how you know a furry is rich too, because like, how can you afford to buy a whole fursuit with an AC unit on the inside of it? Maybe I should become a furry. Nah, I ain't, no. I ain't got the money to be a furry, but my verdict is yes, wear it around campus, do it. I'd love to see it personally, but expect to get judgment from it. Okay, that's the end of the submissions that I got. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you guys have any advice that you want me to give you from my demonstration of the well of knowledge that I am, leave it in the comments. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!